Oh, we in the building. We in the building. What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Opps SportsCast. We live, November 19th, 2025, 9 p.m. A little after the hour, unfortunately, but thank you for joining us. We got Thanksgiving coming up next week. As of right now, we all anticipate on doing a live podcast then as well. But we thank you for joining us. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell notification so that way you could get notified when we go live. We got a lot to get into this week. We're going to be jumping into more NFL topics. We're going to be talking a little bit about Josh's Eagles, AJ Brown making a little bit of a noise, making a little bit of fuss there in Philadelphia, but the Eagles just keep on winning. And so we're also going to be talking about the legacy talk about Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. What do we think about this year now that Kansas City Chiefs lose again? And now they got a real test against a real NFL team this week against my Indianapolis Colts. And so we'll see if they're able to pass that test or if they're going to sink below 500 in their dynastic run. We're also going to be talking about all-time MLB third baseman. Last week we did first base. This week we're doing third base. So it should be very interesting to see if the fellas do as good this week as they did last week. But we got a lot more topics than that to get into. But let me first start with the starting line. I got to my left,
Josh from East Side.
and I got right below.
It's your boy Big Zeke.
And then last but not least,
What's up, everybody? It's David the Cut.
yeah, we in the building, fellas. How's
Get my
everybody
name.
doing, man?
I'm excited.
Chilling.
Yeah, yeah, we gonna have
Waiting
some
to see
fun
how you
tonight.
rigged the game this week.
Ooh, you never know. You never know. It's gonna be a surprise for sure. Surprise, surprise. Boom! All of a sudden, like you get stuck with David Wright.
Not taking David Wright.
You're picking him. I'm gonna make sure
I'm
you pick him. I'm gonna make sure. Like, nah, we don't want him. We don't want him. David Wright. Dang. Guess we got David Wright. It's the greatest of all time. All right, fellas. Let's jump right into it. Week 11 just wrapped up, and there was a lot of I think scores that kind of stood out. Um, First, I'm going to talk about the local team to me first, just because Carolina Panthers are not very far away, and they ended up beating the Atlanta Falcons. And like, if you're listening to sports talk radio, Atlanta Falcons everywhere are just losing their minds, bro. They're just in their feelings right now because they lost Michael Penix for the year. Drake London got injured. I mean, what a waste of a season when you got that kind of talent of Bijan Robinson, Drake London on the outside, Kyle Pitts, a first round pick, right? And you got a defense that's supposed to be stellar, and you're sitting at the bottom of the division, barely ahead of the New Orleans Saints. Guys, are the Atlanta Falcons the most disappointing team in the NFL so far this year?
Nobody wants
Oh,
it.
No. Dave says no. Who's the most disappointing team then? Because like disappointment comes with expectations and failure to meet those. I don't think really anybody had expectations for the New York Jets. I don't really think anybody had that big of expectations for the Miami Dolphins, but they could be in the conversation as well. If it was me, I would say I would pick the Atlanta Falcons.
Hmm.
no, no. Go ahead, Peasy. Expand on it, man.
Atlanta Falcons? Well, I
Man.
mean, you got Raheem Morris, right? Who is is what is it, his third year on the job? And he's supposed to be taking his team to the next level. You go out and you get Kirk Cousins, immediately drop ship on Kirk Cousins, switch over to Michael Penix. He has a decent beginning to his rookie season last year, and you're hoping he can build on that. And they can't get anything going. And with that kind of talent, it's like you can't figure out why they can't get anything going. Like when you're playing Madden, you feel like, man, I want the Falcons. They got all the talent, but it just doesn't translate on the field.
I think the most disappointing team you touched on in the open. We're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs being one game away from dropping below 500.
There you go.
I think that, I mean, even if they do win this game, 6-5 is not where you expected the Kansas City Chiefs to be this year. I mean, they still got time to turn it around, but when you look at, like you said, a team that had a lot of expectations, you can't help but expect the Chiefs to be in it every year. They've played in what, 7 straight AFC championships.
Mm.
Now they're struggling to make the playoffs. So yeah, I think they would take the crown for most disappointing team.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to disagree with that. I would say probably the most disappointing team because of the stupid decision they made to me has to be also the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings, poor Minnesota Vikings, they lost again this week to the Chicago Bears. And the Minnesota Vikings got rid of, or not got rid of, but they just let walk out the door Sam Darnold, and they also let walk out the door um, Indiana Daniel Jones, right? And they're stuck with JJ McCarthy, and he can't get the ball to his receivers. I mean, Justin Jefferson is like throwing his helmet out there. When have we ever seen Justin Jefferson throw his helmet? But the ball is not going anywhere near him. Like I feel bad for the dude. Like he's starting to understand like the experience we've seen with some great receivers that have just been on miserable teams, and you're just there like, what could have been? What could have been if this guy ever had a quarterback? He's getting that Garrett Wilson experience right now. Um, Eagles. We'll jump into the Eagles a little bit. AJ Brown was in
I
the
think the
news.
Bengals are the most disappointing.
Oh well, I mean the Bengals had a lot of injuries.
Yeah, they lost their quarterback off the rip.
That doesn't make them not disappointing.
I
It's
I
disappointing
think
from the
that's not
stand.
fair.
It's a disappoint. They're disappointed from the standpoint of how did they handle everything after Burrow went down. You see what I'm saying? Like just because he went down, like all teams deal with injuries. I mean, you look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs didn't have Rashid Rice for 6 weeks, so he didn't. Patrick Mahomes didn't have his receiving core. So you could say that about every team. You could say every team has had some type of adversity. It's about how you deal with it. And I just think that their front office has done a horrible job um, putting somebody in place after Burrow went down. That obviously you have teams out there they don't want to give up. They're not trying to help out Cincinnati. They're not. Burrow is down, and some teams see that as an opportunity for them to jump in. To leap, kick them while they're down. But they're like 3-7, I believe, and you got Jamar Chase out there, like acting out like his character. We'll get into that later, but you know, Higgins is really the only one that's really shining, and the defense really is not really stepping up. So I just think that overall, I just think that the quarterback has nothing with the defensive play. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a handful of teams, but I feel like because of how the front office has handled things since Burrow went down, I just think it's just been a spiral for them. So that's why I would say, in my opinion, they're one of the most disappointing because they're supposed to be one of these franchises that has it together, man. And it's like,
What, the Bengals? No, not the Bengals, bro. I was gonna say the only reason I don't have the Bengals as the most disappointing is because I was disappointed before the season started. The way that the owner was conducting his business with his first round draft pick, Shamar, right? I forget his
oh,
last name right now. Um, the way that he was handling the business with Hendrickson, uh, sure, he signed, Chase and he signed Higgins. Kudos.
you
But
talking about because of the clause that he had in that kid's contract,
he was the last second round pick to sign or the first round pick to sign.
right?
They were playing games, and they're still playing games with Trey Henderson. And so, like, if you want to run an organization, a proper organization, you're the players that play for you have to feel if they do well, if they exceed expectations, that they have a chance to get paid with your organization. That's why they fight for the shield on the side. They don't feel like that in Cincinnati, right? Because they know that their owner is cheap. He won't even, there's been rumors and reports of them not even spending on the facilities. As
Hold
you
on a
got
second.
like, You
How
remember
is he
TJ
cheap? How is he
Hushmanzada?
cheap if he paid Higgins and he paid Jamar Chase? How is he cheap?
Bro, he's not paying anybody on the defensive end. He didn't pay Henderson. He was trying to lowball his draft picks. And it took him forever. Why if you're gonna pay Higgins, why drag it out to the point where you got Higgins like basically almost crying at the end of the last season, thinking like, man, this is it, fellas. This is our last ride together, right? Because all they did, they wanted to franchise tag him. They didn't want to give that man his money. So
Mhm.
it's like, bro, good organizations don't do that.
So what do good organizations do? They show their hand and say, "Yeah, man, we're gonna do everything in our book, right? We're gonna do everything in the book and everything in our grasp to bring you back. It doesn't matter. We want you. We want just so they're supposed to show their hand. Every owner's supposed to show their hand, so the agent and the player can eat them alive. That's what they're supposed to do.
No, no, no. Now we haven't always had the results that we wanted, but I would say the Indianapolis Colts do some of the best job of promoting their players and rewarding them with contracts when they perform well. We've done that time after time.
Well,
You
we've done
play
that
well
to
for us,
a fault.
we reward you. We don't
We've
make
done
you
that
go
to
to
a
the
fault.
media and
We're
complain.
paying Andrew Luck right now, and this fool hasn't touched the football in 4 or 5 years. That's smart. That's not smart at all, bro. That's dumb. When he bailed on us, they should have been like, give us a leave the keys, leave your key card, and leave the checkbook. Oh yeah, the black card too. Leave that too. Andrew Luck don't get any sympathy from me, man, because he was dealing with a bunch of injuries and stuff like that. This is a business, right? They took good money that they could have been given to other players that are
Multiple.
healthy or
Mhm.
or acquisitions, and they decided, well, he's a nice guy. He's always been a nice. I don't care how nice he is. I don't. When it comes to money, bro, it's a business. And what they should have done is they should have shown Luck the door and said you're not getting a dime, and then we would have been a lot further than we are right now. We're playing catch up because of our dumb GM and because Andrew Luck bailed on us and he took the bag with him. So
I was
I'm not gonna sit here and say we've been smart and we've been one of the smartest teams. We've been one of the dumbest teams. Our owner paid somebody that bailed on us, bro, and we're still paying this dude.
Yeah, a lot of non-Colts fans would probably disagree with you because they'd be like, man, y'all jacked that
Nah,
dude's
bro.
career up.
You
Not
I
this
don't
one.
know, Peasy. What was for lunch today, man? The Super Kush. Come on now. Will you come on, man. I'm losing you, bro. Ain't
He's
nobody
trying to
gonna
bring
say
it.
that, bro. Ain't nobody
Oh,
gonna
I
say,
said
come
the
on, man.
Super
We
Kush.
gonna go at this one, man. Because I was talking
Uh,
to my wife about this one weeks ago, saying how our
Super
team
Kush.
paid a quarterback who basically quit on us and how they were going. He come on, man. I mean, listen, he could have easily been like, "Oh, guys, I don't want the money." He took the money, man. He took the money. If he wanted to see us in a good position, he would have left the money, man.
no one's gonna leave the money though. But you're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, and I don't disagree with you. I do want to get to Lucito's comment here. He said, I mean, Tua was a good quarterback, and you got Waddle and Hill and Achan. They had firepower, and they did nada. And then Hill got hurt, and they won. I
Yep.
mean, are they winning now? I don't think they're winning, are they?
Who?
The Miami
Dolphins.
Dolphins. They still. Oh, well, they beat the Commanders. Like, I mean, they won this week. I
They
mean,
beat the
Really?
but
Bills.
I mean, they're 4-7. They're still
Beat the
trash, bro.
Bills.
Their biggest Achilles heel is their coach.
Well,
Yes.
they beat the Bills. Okay, fine. They beat the Bills. But like the Bills are one of the teams we're going to talk about because they are underperforming like crazy. They always play, ask any Bills fan, they play down to their competition. And so you knew it was going to be an even fight no matter who they played, right? And so just because they played the Dolphins, they played down to their competition and Dolphins played inspired football for one game. That don't mean a thing, man. That like yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They're they're a very disappointing team. I'll give you that. But I think that has more to do with the coach. The coach looks absolutely lost. Speaking of the coach, this man almost lost that game. Let's talk about. You want to talk about Miami? Let's talk about Miami.
Don't.
Miami played the 9 o'clock matchup this last Sunday. and they played the Washington Commanders in where was it? Spain.
Spain.
This is one
España.
of those. Yes, they played in Spain. And at the end of the game, if you didn't watch the game, the Miami Dolphins had a chance to win the game, technically, right? It was what, 40 something seconds left, 50 something seconds left in the game. They had a chance to kick the field goal, but no. Fourth down and one at the 1 yard line, right? I think it was at the 1 yard line, wasn't it? And they
Yeah.
go for it.
It was like the 3 yard line.
3 yard
Yeah.
line, something like that. They go for it on fourth down and they don't get it. It's a tied game. Kick the game winning field goal. Trust your defense. Your defense held them at that point to 13 points all game. It's not like you were getting, ran up and down the field. Trust your defense. Kick the game winning field goal. They got lucky they won that game because after they didn't make the field goal, the defense held up and they went to overtime. And they got lucky in overtime. First throw of the overtime, Marcus Mariota throws an interception. Miami gets the ball in field goal range. And at that point in overtime, if you know the rules, that's all they need is to kick a field goal. And so they got gift wrapped that game because the Commanders, unfortunately, are trash this year, right? But that's no indictment on Miami Dolphins winning that game or McDaniel's coaching a great game. He should have been fired in Spain and said, sorry, you're gonna have to find your own trip back to America. You're not allowed, grab his passports because that's how bad of a game McDaniel's coach. I don't care that he won. That was a terrible game. But yeah, I mean, just watching that game and remembering that game is making me upset. It was that bad
I
of a
see that.
coaching.
So
It was
settle down,
terrible,
sir.
bro. Terrible. And so no, I mean, it was a bad game. But yeah. Anyways, let's talk about what do you guys want to do first? I'll let you decide. You want to talk about AJ Brown or you want to talk about the legacy?
Let's do legacy. I think AJ Brown's gonna be all Josh.
Okay. All right. So and I'm not. I saw this clip during the week. I don't remember where I saw it from, but now you have to start thinking, guys out there, right? AFC has never been this wide open in a long time. It's always come down to the dynasties that have run through the AFC, aka the Kansas City Chiefs or the New England Patriots. This year, that's not the case. The dynasties are winding down. This is the opportunity for the players that we always thought were the next great thing, also known as Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, to take that step forward with a vacant throne. Fellas, here's the question. If Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen end their careers titleless, they end their careers titleless,
Hmm.
what do you make of their legacy? Is their career a disappointment to you? I'll start with you, Zeke.
Dang, what you start with me for? Um, I all right. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a biased opinion. Um, I think Lamar's legacy is set. Um, how many MVPs does he win now? Was it three? I can't
I
remember.
think he
Like
should have won his third last year, but Josh Allen got him.
Yeah.
yeah, they gave him a participation trophy MVP. Um, he should be a three-time MVP. Whoa, mom's watching. Hi, mom. Dang, now
Be
I
good,
gotta
Zeke.
behave. All right.
Be good, Zeke.
Dang. I wonder if she
Yeah,
saw that
man.
clip we put up.
Careful, Z.
Hi, mom.
Yeah. Give your best take
Um,
ever, Zeke.
yeah, not on this one. Um, I think Lamar, with the expectations that he had coming out of college, he far exceeded what I think everybody had his ceiling as. Um, he was a steal of a pick. I believe Ozzie Newsome grabbed him with like the last pick of the first round in that draft. And if you remember, all the GMs were trying to convince him to switch to a wide receiver. Nobody wanted to give him a chance at quarterback. And all he did was come in and prove that he was not only a good quarterback, but arguably the best quarterback in the league um, at multiple times in his career. So His legacy is someone who overcame the odds, and I mean, unfortunately, he had some shortcomings in the playoffs, but so did Josh. Josh came in. I, I I never saw all the hype that Josh was getting. I never understood why he was getting so much hype. He played at a small school in Wyoming. I never heard of him until Roger Goodell came up and said the Bills drafted him. Um, and he's somebody who he kind of built himself into the superstar that he is today. But I still think Lamar's the better overall quarterback, always has been, and always will be, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So I think Josh, it might hurt Josh's legacy a little bit more if he doesn't win because he's only got the one MVP compared to Lamar's multiple MVPs. But in my eyes, Lamar's unless something drastic happened, he has like a catastrophic fall off at the end of his career. I think he's always going to be considered a better quarterback than Josh Allen was.
I think Lucito in the comments made a fantastic point. He said of this debate that it would be like another Jim Kelly situation. Now, I'm sure as a Bills fan, he's probably referring to Josh Allen, but maybe that could apply to Lamar Jackson. I'm not sure if he feels that way. But
Did Jim Kelly ever win MVP? I don't think he did.
Mm,
did Jim Kelly ever? That's a good
I don't think he
question.
did. I think a lot of that. I mean, yeah, we they had the K gun and everything, but that defense carried a
Right.
lot of the load for those Bills teams.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad take. I mean, yeah. I mean, he could be looked at as another Jim Kelly, but Jim Kelly did make it to what was it, four Super Bowls?
Four straight.
And so, like, Josh hasn't been to a single Super Bowl yet.
Neither has Lamar. Well, has Lamar? I don't think Lamar has either. He's always come up
So,
short too.
Dave, let me ask you that same question. The legacy, if Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson remain titleless, what do you make of their legacy? And let's add another caveat to that. Do you even put them in the same echelon as Jim Kelly if neither of them can even make it to the big dance? You know what I mean? And win one.
Okay. So,
Yes.
man, this is tough questions. Okay, so listen, I feel like Lamar's legacy is sealed, whether he wins one or not. Um, we had the Mike Vick influence. You know what I'm saying? We had that discussion many, many episodes back, and Lamar Jackson
Sorry.
is clearly. Go ahead. Would you say Zeke?
No, it just made me laugh. That whole episode is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. So when you look at what the two of them are chasing, right, or what fans have them chasing, right? So it's tough for Lamar to escape the whole Mike Vick um, run first, not in the pocket quarterback, right? So that's how everybody, when Lamar came into the league, everybody was like, he's the next Mike Vick. He's gonna do this like Mike Vick. He's gonna blah blah blah. We showed a video, kind of just kind of the. If you guys just bear with me for a minute, we showed a video where Jameis Winston was talking about. He was asked a question. Um, you know, did the league break you? Like, did when you came into the league, did it break you? And he said that he doesn't feel like the league broke him. He just felt like he didn't dream big enough. He came in and what he thought about was he never thought about having an 11-year career. He just thought I made about making it to the NFL, right? He never dreamed about winning a Super Bowl. He it never crossed his mind like winning the Super Bowl. He was just happy to be in the league. So when you look at a person like Lamar Jackson and you hear all of these people, Lamar wants a chip. I know there's no question that he wants a chip. However, I think that I think people haven't dreamed big enough for Lamar because all they were talking about is him being the next Michael Vick or him breaking Vick's records. They never talked about him coming out and winning a Super Bowl, being a young black quarterback going to the Super Bowl and winning multiple Super Bowls, being Mike Vick that won titles. So I think for if you ask pretty much anybody who is a fan of Lamar, I think that they feel like his legacy is sealed because he I feel like he's done so much more than Mike Vick has done.
Agreed.
And they're going to look at that and they're saying that's a success. But for Josh Allen, what he has in Buffalo, they're like, we got 4 Super Bowls that we went to and did not win. If you don't, I don't care if you go to 5 or 6, if you don't win one, then you're a bust for us. So I think that it's clearly Josh Allen who, if he doesn't win a chip, it's he could kiss the baby pretty much. It's not it's a career for him. And he's not going to be he'll be revered, but he's not going to be remembered. Like I don't even think he'd be remembered like Jim Kelly because Jim Kelly gave his everything, and then he was dealing with the stuff with his child. He had a lot of personal things going on, so he's revered for. He went to 4 and they lost 4, but he was so revered and he was fighting through so much other stuff. I feel like people gave him a pass. Josh Allen is not going to get that same pass.
Yeah.
And
And let
and
me
let me
just
say this. Now that
okay.
he's married too, you hear these rumblings about, ever since he got married, man, he's lost it. He's like, he doesn't have that killer instinct. I don't really think Josh Allen really had that killer instinct in the first place. I think he was just way too daredevilish and taking too many chances, and it came off as killer instinct. That's just my opinion, though.
Let me. We're getting great participation. By the way, if you're watching the podcast right now, please help us out. Share this to your page. Maybe we can get some more live viewers in here. Let's shout out what Brady wrote, and he was there like Allen deserved the MVP last season. I think Zeke might have a reaction to this. Led his team to a better record with a worse roster. If Derrick Henry, was his running back, he would have put up the same stats as Lamar Jackson. Agree or disagree?
Wow, that's a great take, man.
Josh agrees. Sounds like Dave agrees.
Yeah.
I
Look,
think I.
I'm gonna thank Brady for participating, but
Uh-oh,
nah,
uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay.
nah.
I'll tell you what.
Lamar was Lamar without Derrick Henry. So yeah, Lamar was gonna be Lamar regardless. Yeah, it helped that he had a competent running back, but Lamar did things last year that Josh couldn't dream of doing. Lamar had a better season last year, so he should have been an MVP.
Can I offer a stat?
No,
Yeah.
I will. I'm going to do it anyway, Zeke. Who's the only quarterback in NFL history to record 3 passing touchdowns and 3 running touchdowns
I don't know. Jalen Hurts,
multiple
he take a
games?
guess.
Jalen Hurts,
Let me
In
guess.
multiple
Randall
games.
Cunningham,
In multiple games.
If you watched the
Ron
podcast
Jaworski.
before, you understand why Zeke is saying this. I'm guessing it's Josh Allen, is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay, so he got MVP of that game.
No, no.
Congratulations.
I think you're missing the point. What I'm saying here is, Zeke, is you're saying that Josh Allen is not doing Lamar things, but I think it's the opposite. Lamar is not doing Josh Allen things, and
Right. Okay.
you can't sit here and um, you can't sit here and overlook the things that Josh Allen has been able to complete with the lack of roster and lack of leadership, with all of the um, hills and valleys that he has to climb and um, straddle. And so, if you put Lamar in Buffalo, is he doing exactly the same thing? I'm going to say no.
I'm going to offer a little bit different of a take on what Brady said because I think he brought up an interesting topic here. I would say that the Henry thing, I disagree with that part only because I think you're throwing a little too much shade, more shade than I would anyway, on James Cook. James Cook is a real dude. That he's a baller.
He ain't
So
Derrick Henry.
He's
he's
not
not
Derrick
Derrick
Henry.
Henry. He's not Derrick Henry, but he's a legit running back. And he's formidable when you couple him, especially with Josh Allen. I would say it's a different. I would say that I would agree with Brady if he would have said with that defense, The fact that you know you're going to get the ball back and you don't have to be Mr. Magician. I mean, how much stress and pressure is on Josh Allen to make these kind of plays compared to Lamar Jackson, knowing that, listen, if the play's not there, I don't need to throw an interception. I could just, I don't need to force it. I could just trust my defense. Now, in the beginning of the year, that wasn't the case for the Ravens, but the Ravens are starting to look like the Ravens defense again. But we cannot say that that's definitively the case when it comes to the Buffalo Bills. When they're scoring 44 points, wasn't it 44 points last week? And it was a nail biter all the way until the end. And that's not the first week that was the case. We have multiple weeks where these guys, and you see Josh Allen trying to be Superman, trying to be Superman. Why? Because that defense is terrible. And so I would agree with Brady if instead of Henry, because I do think he's got some weapons over there, maybe not to the degree of the Ravens, but I think he's got some weapons, but he's got no help from the coach and from the defense.
So don't you think that maybe they should call the offense a little bit differently? Like instead of going out and try to score 48 points, play a little bit more ball control. Keep the defense off the field. Help your defense out. I mean, that's what I'm thinking back to the days of Manning and Brady. If they had to go on long sustained drives, they do that. It wasn't just get out there and try to score in 3 minutes and put the defense back on the field and then set yourself up for a shootout.
Do you think the offense is built to sustain long drives?
Is it not? I don't watch Bills games. You got to tell me, pal.
No, it's not. It's not. We're talking about it. Josh Allen is getting out there, and he's the bulk of what the team is doing. That's what everyone is saying here right now. I think
So
Josh
why can't
Allen
they?
is
Why
literally
what makes their roster not able to sustain long drives?
they
We just
don't
talked
have a
about
great
James Cook
receiver.
being a decent running back.
They don't
He's
have
a
a great
decent running back, but you ever heard of the term possession receiver?
yeah.
I would
Yeah.
argue that the Bills don't have a true possession receiver. Somewhere on third down that you could throw to like a Mark Andrews
Yeah.
or or Flowers.
They
They
had
don't
that in
have really.
Diggs.
Yeah, they got cooked, but that's really it. And so it's like if the run game, if you need more than, 4 or 5 yards, that's not really that's not a running play.
No.
And who do you trust on that wide receiver that if it's a contested catch is going to come down with that? Like you could trust a Mark Andrews or a Flowers, or like on some other squads where you got some guys that are true possession receivers that you can methodically take the ball down the field.
Hmm.
So for that, I agree. I agree with Josh on that. But to your point, Zeke, they don't have You're not wrong. It's just that they don't have a coach that's smart enough to do that, right? Or that can put their players in the right position. And I think Bills fans would probably agree with you. Sito said, "We only have Cook, especially when they're shutting down the run. What are you going to do?" Yeah, that's exactly my point. What are you going to do when they shut down the run? Josh Allen has to be Superman.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a good topic, fellas. Let's let's stay with Buffalo. What do you guys make of Keon Coleman getting benched?
You know what?
Do you want to?
I'm going to be honest. Let's can we give some background, some history on that? Because I don't know exactly why. I saw some chatter on it, but why exactly did they bench him?
I think it's still. Am I wrong? They haven't like publicly announced why he got benched, other than we have some players saying that it was immaturity issues. Am I right on that, Dave?
He was late. He was late to a meeting,
Late to well, yeah, okay.
and this was
That'll
apparently
do
the
it.
second time it happened. I heard it on Danger and Battaglia, so that them guys, man, they're all in it. They know everything. So
That's a fact, right? Okay, and then I'll mention this because we'll just touch on this briefly. We've been a little bit long on the NFL, but Jamar Chase getting suspended next week. So all my fantasy football players that are trusted in Chase, he is suspended next week. Do you guys want to tell him why he's suspended next week, fellas?
Tua.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, spit on that thing.
J- uh,
Bruh.
on Ramsey too.
Bro, did you guys hear what my man Stephen A said? I thought it was hilarious. I got to mention it.
No.
He was just there like he got a 1 game suspension. He should have got a 2 game suspension. A 1 game for spitting on him, and the other one
For
for
lying.
lying
Yep.
about spitting on him because
Yep.
it was mad obvious. And he was there like, bro, we got cameras everywhere. We're gonna see
Right.
this. Like the fact
Yep.
that he was like trying to play it up, like I didn't spit on him. Like, bro, that's another game for you.
Yeah, he said, "I
Um,
never opened a mouth to another man." Like what? What?
bro.
that's a whole pause.
That's what I
Um,
said.
Listen, man. Did you see Mike Tomlin's response though? They asked Mike Tomlin, like, what was your take, or like what was your advice or something for Jalen Ramsey in that situation? It's like,
Yeah.
what? Why
What?
would you
Just let him spit on me? Like
yeah,
what?
man. He's like, yo, he was like, do whatever comes naturally.
Yeah, punch him.
Right? It's like, let me tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you this. There are a lot of things that a human being, especially let's come at it from a man perspective, man to man, right? You all know, y'all brothers. We attend a man cave where we get together, brothers sharpen each other, and we talk about things that men go through.
hmm
There is nothing more degrading that a man can do to another man than to spit on him, bro. Like you could say a lot of things. You could say a lot of things, bro. But when
hmm
you put your hands on me or you spit on me, that's just it's a wrap. I can't promise you that you will continue to partake in breathing the air that the good Lord has made available to all of us. You know what I'm saying? There's
right.
just there's just certain things, man, that a man should not do. Men have said things about each other's
Bro,
wives.
that was a huge loogie too, bro. Huge loogie.
You don't spit on another man, dude.
Bro,
I'll
that's
tell you
nasty.
this, and my mama watching, so she know I'm not gonna lie. When
Let
I
me
was
tell you.
growing up, she told me never put your hands on a female unless she slaps you in the face or spits on you. And in her words, if one of those two things happen, open season.
Choke
So
slam.
that's how serious it is.
Choke
Listen,
slam. Um,
Facts.
all right. Uh, you guys still want to get into the whole AJ Brown thing or shoot? Because we got a lot to cover today.
yeah,
All right.
well, I mean that's up to Josh.
Listen, I'm okay with it, but let's just I want to take it just one step further with Jamar Chase. Like, are we gonna just at least for the sake of my boy Jalen, are we
Look at
going
Jalen.
to are we going to acknowledge that
No,
being spit on or spit at is the worst thing
no.
somebody can go
Next.
through?
that getting spit on is the worst thing.
No, can
He's
we agree?
talking about his boy who thought Dak spit
No,
at him, so he spit
coming
on
at
Dak.
a person, whether it's on
Oh,
or
He
in the
thought
yeah.
Dak
Week
spit
one.
at
vicinity of,
him.
can we
Yeah.
agree that it is
Dak didn't spit
worthy
at
of
him.
a
It was
response?
just in his general direction. He was like, "Oh, back at the jersey.
Right,
Yeah.
Your
We
bad.
still
You got
talking
caught
about,
being stupid."
right,
Next,
bro.
right,
That's week one drama, man.
right,
We're gonna leave that in the past, bro.
please
right,
leave it in the past. You know he can't let it go
right.
for whatever reason. Y'all won the game. Let
We
it
did.
go.
Might
Yeah.
happen again on Sunday.
The Cowboys fans out there.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I thought Dak spit at him, man. I thought
Oh, let's not start.
I'm
Let's
not even
not
gonna
start.
Don't
All
don't
right.
gaslight your boy because you know
replays of it, man. And
there's like one or two things that he goes crazy over, and one of them is the Eagles.
That's
So don't
right.
gaslight your boy in going off the deep
not,
end.
man.
All
We
right,
got to
I'm
talk
just
about him
we
anyway.
watching.
we got a time limit to stick to.
We got to talk
Some
about
people
him.
got
Listen.
bedtimes around here.
We got plenty of things for you to get for you to get Dave in the cut back at, and
Yeah,
we'll jump into that conversation right now,
we
fellas.
about to get into it.
Right now, let's get into the 2025 MLB MVPs.
Let's
Zeke,
go.
who won the MVP in the National League this year?
um, some dude from Japan plays for the Dodgers. I don't know. Shohei.
uh,
Shohei. Okay, Shohei won. Shohei won.
He won a National League, right?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Look at this last question.
Oh, what is valuable? What? When
It
did?
says, when does Buddy Pitches get old for an autopilot?
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what bothers me about the
All right,
MVP race. All
guys,
right.
that was clearly Dave.
What?
That was not me this time.
What?
That was
I
not
think I
me.
saw that in the spreadsheet, Chris.
That's
That screams
hilarious.
Chris.
Listen,
That wasn't Dave.
I didn't correct it. I didn't correct it, but that was not me. Okay, that was
Listen,
just that was Dave in the
listen. All
cut.
right, so the MVP race was very, very close in the American League, not so much in the National League. Aaron Judge won the MVP with 17 first place votes. Cal Raleigh had 13 first place votes. Shohei Ohtani was a unanimous MVP choice, and Kyle Schwarber finished a distant second. Now, if you ask me, I don't have a problem with Shohei winning. What I do have a problem with is not a single. Kyle Schwarber didn't even get the first place vote from the Philly voters.
Mm.
That's what bothers me about this race. Kyle Schwarber had if we I wish we had the side by side of what Schwarber did and what Raleigh did. Their numbers are almost identical. And Kyle Schwarber got no love for the MVP. When you got people crying because Cal Raleigh should have won it. Cal Raleigh should have won it. The dude hit 240 something this year. Yeah, he hit a lot of home runs. Big deal. Aaron Judge, there he goes. Thanks, Peasy. Aaron Judge
There's the we
led the league in hitting, and he finished second in home runs. He had the most home runs hit by a batting champ ever. You look at the OPS. They said if what was the quote, Dave? Like if you took like 400 points from the OPS or whatever, Cal Riley would be an average player. And if you
nah.
took 400 points off of Aaron Judge's OPS, he'd be Cal Riley. Aaron Judge had a phenomenal year. So for the people out there griping that he won, I don't understand what y'all were watching. Oh, he plays catcher. So what? That was his choice. Aaron Judge is clearly the best player in baseball, other than that dude that plays in Los Angeles that we won't mention.
Say it. Say
But
it.
I
It's
don't
Dave.
understand how
I,
the races were so different in the two leagues when you look at the second place winners and their numbers were almost identical, but Schwarber got no love because everybody just wanted to, in Dave's words, glaze your boy Otani. Like he gets so much love and so much admiration and so much adoration. It's like, yeah, I knew he was gonna win MVP, but unanimous? Come on now. And then my biggest gripe with him, his wife is sitting there and he kisses the dog. What the heck, dude? Like that is weird. All right, your turn, Dave.
um,
How
I'm,
do you follow that?
I'm gonna need a moment because I'm trying to hold back tears. I am like such a proud papa right now, man. Like I have the prodigal son has come home. Uh, I can't even believe these words are coming out of Zeke's mouth right now.
Dave, it'd be
I need
hilarious if
a
you
moment.
start talking like Yoda right about now.
I need a moment. While I take that moment, let me do this. I want to share something here. And this is the first time I'm using this share feature, so you guys bear with me. But I
Oh.
want to share this. And I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Josh, you might have to help me with this, bro. Um,
Hang on, let me put in the studio mode. Where you
yeah,
at? Where you going to? What
I just put up the MLB MVP records. I just shared it out. So, oh wait a minute, it says no.
it's right here. Yep, hang on, I got you.
All right, man.
I got you covered.
I'll be able to control it when you throw it up there,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Zeke, I honestly thought that I was going to have to come in here with this data to go against you. But now I clearly see that I have a peer, I have an ally in this argument of just we are being drowned out by the tears of Seattle's Mariners fans, and it's disgusting me.
It's
Josh,
ridiculous.
can we fit that into the screen so our faces aren't blocked? You guys can see this,
Yes,
right?
sir. Here we go.
All right, let's have a look here. What happened to it?
It's still there.
Is it sharing? I don't see it.
Can you guys see it? I see it.
I can see it.
You can see it. Oh, okay. I couldn't see it. Go back to where you guys could see it. Then that's fine. Go back.
Right here.
Bro, did you really make this spreadsheet yourself?
This, bro. I've been working on this for the last week. So let me go through this real quick. I don't want to hold everybody up too long, but I want to just go through this real quick. All right. What I did was with the help of Google Gemini, man, I did a lot of research on this stuff, and some of the stuff is kind of crazy. I used Gemini to go through, and I did a pull of the MVPs from the last 80 years. Okay, and I want you guys to see something in this list here. You see these highlighted names? First of all, look at all the names on here for MVP
Those are
over
some
the last
names.
80 years. Okay. So this is where we get the word valuable from. Okay. Value. These these highlighted players are the players that broke a universally recognized record the year that they won the MVP award. Okay. Out of all of these players that won the MVP, these highlighted gentlemen right here, okay, are the ones that broke a record. You got these people in Seattle. Cal Raleigh is the first. Let me go through this before I get into it because I'm going to go there. And then I'm going to pass the plate after I go there. So you guys get ready. All right. So now we got the list here 80 years worth of MVPs, American League, National League, right? These are the players that broke a single season historical league record. So National League, American League record while winning the MVP award. Out of all of those players, these three broke a league record. Okay. The same year that they won the MVP. So you got Roger Maris, Barry Bonds, Aaron Judge. This doesn't include a first time. Oh, Shohei's the first player to do this first time. They don't care about that. This excludes that. Because if you add first time for this, first time for that, you could say this is the first time somebody wore a pair of custom Air Jordans to the plate, and an at bat, which is when you start to get nonsensical about it. You feel what I'm saying? So you have that. So the next slide here is these players broke MLB records that are universally recognized the year that they won the MVP award. Personal MLB milestones and personal records are not included. So you look at the list. If you look at this list, there is one Barry, isn't Barry's middle name Lamar?
Sure is.
Barry Lamar Bonds is dominating this list, right? So you of course they threw Shohei in here, and it's because he had a ton of first evers. You know what I'm saying? First ever to do, 50-50. Um, which is it's a record, right? But it's a first ever thing. So what Gemini did is it basically took it and it was like, well, it was a first ever. It wasn't really, it wasn't really a thing. He was the first one to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? But when you're looking at it from the universally recognized thing, that means it's other people in other countries that are balling and playing ball. They recognize it and then they rock with it. So that's where we get this from. But if this is taking nothing away from Shohei Ohtani but first player ever named to an All Star as a pitcher and a position player, whatever, man, whatever. When you got people up here,
But we're not taking anything away from Shohei Ohtani. But
I'm not,
whatever.
but I couldn't care less. So when you got a guy up here bashing 62 home runs, Barry Bonds intentionally walked 120 times. That is
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
That's ridiculous. So imagine he gets a hit out of 60% of those, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Imagine how many more home runs or possibly hits he could have added to his career total with all of these walks going on. You got Barry Bonds. I don't care what anybody says. 73 home runs. That's the home run record. I know Hank Aaron was a little bit upset about him breaking the record and stuff like that. Cry me a river. You know what I'm saying? It's like the steroid era happened. The commissioner and the powers that be, they allowed it to happen. These people should be in the Hall of Fame. They should have their own era, their own wing that talks about that era in the Hall of Fame because it was a part of the game. Period. That's all. You're not going to get me to feel any different about that. So, last thing here is uh, MVP records by position. So now here's another one that's it's kind of weird. So these players broke MLB records that are universally recognized the year that they were MVP and that were related to their primary positions. Okay, so again, you can get kind of weird with this one. There's a lot of things that went on, but clearly they pulled out some very monumental ones here, and even Gemini feels sorry for Cal Raleigh. Okay, because not even playing. This was in the results right here. And I had to put it a note from Gemini. Gemini included catcher home runs in here. Why? Because the Seattle Mariner fans, their tears birthed this result from Gemini. Okay, it was impossible for Gemini not to spit this out and to try to squeeze Cal Raleigh into these results because of the tears of Seattle Mariners fans. Cal Raleigh got scraped, all right, scraped in the MVP race. I was going to put the slide up there with the side by side with the WAR and all of that stuff. It doesn't even. I didn't even want to waste my time with that, man. Defensive run saved. Cal Raleigh. This is what I've heard. I've heard since Harold Reynolds with his insane self said one of the reasons Cal Raleigh, he should be considered is he had to throw the ball back to the pitcher so many times. Um, Buck Showalter, um, he had to fly around the country to games more than any other catcher did. Well, what about the catchers that came to play against him or other teams on the West Coast, right? So all of these ridiculous narratives, man. I'm so sick and tired of hearing that Cal Raleigh should have been MVP because he was the first catcher to ever do this, first catcher to ever do that. Yet he batted what 247, something like that.
Something like that.
247. Okay, yeah, he had he won two of the categories for the Triple Crown, but he batted 247, right? I don't care that Cal Raleigh had to squat down and catch more balls or 18. He didn't have a pass ball out of all the 18,000. Whatever, man. Whatever. The dude wasn't even in the top 10 for defensive runs saved. And that's all I'm going to say. If you're a catcher, you're at home plate, your job is to stop people from scoring. Not even in the top 10 for defensive run saved. I'm
But I
done.
think most people would say that the Seattle Mariners had a great pitching staff. And, he played a catcher plays a part in that. You're calling balls and strikes, you're calling the right pitches. The overall team ERA was really good, and they made it all the way to one out away from making it to the World Series. So it's like, I don't know, I'm
Listen,
just playing a
I'm
little
not
bit.
taking anything away from
You
Cal
know,
Raleigh, man. Again, I'm going to tell you something, bro. This postseason, it really affected me, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I found myself rooting for people that I normally don't like. Like I started liking a lot of players that I normally wouldn't like. I normally would not root for anybody on the Blue Jays, right? I love a lot of those guys, man. After watching them play and watching how they struggle, how the struggles and like just how they go after it. one of the people now, obviously for obvious reasons, you guys know I'm not a Josh Naylor fan. I've never been a Josh Naylor fan. After he absolutely lost his mind when he homered off of Garrett Cole and he was doing the rock the baby thing around the bases, I thought he was having an episode or something, man. But after watching Josh Naylor, man, and like how clutch he is, watching him this postseason, I've really come to have an affinity for a lot of these players that I watched in the postseason from these other teams, man. It's like I've gotten to see some guys from the West Coast that I didn't really get to see, and just to see how much of a dog they are. You know what I'm saying? It was like, as much as I don't want to, I hate to admit it. Blake Snell, man. Like I watched Blake Snell go out there and just put it all out there, man. And when he didn't make any excuses, he was like, I ain't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but I have so much respect for a lot of these players just from watching them in the postseason, man. This was like one of the best postseasons ever, and it's a shame because after this next postseason, we're probably going to have a lockout, and we probably will not see a postseason like this for a long time. So I appreciate you giving me the floor, man, and allowing me to wax poetic about my little spreadsheet here and whatever. And I'm gonna stop sharing now, and
that was good stuff, though, Dave. You put the whole stat to paper.
Other people talking about Cal Raleigh should have been the MVP, man. The dude was not the MVP. I don't care. I don't care if he. I don't care. Listen, man, we had.
Let me ask you this, Dave. Let me give you a different angle for the question.
Go ahead.
If Kyle Raleigh is in the National League, is he the National League MVP?
No. Heck no. Over Ohtani?
He doesn't pitch.
Over Ohtani. He didn't pitch. Why not? I mean, he's just a DH. You wouldn't even give him the MVP in the National League?
Nah, man. He just so
he hit more home runs than Shohei.
He did.
And he played defense.
So he hit more home runs than Aaron Judge. He didn't have a better overall year than Aaron Judge.
This is what people need to understand, man.
Right. But I mean, it's not. I mean, what did Shohei bat? Like, what was his batting average? Was it really that much better?
It's the value, man. What value is he bringing? What value does he bring over Ohtani? You take Ohtani.
A catcher is a lot more valuable than a DH.
What?
Is he more valuable than a DH?
Catcher is a lot more valuable than a DH. Not even close,
bro.
And he hit better.
Who hit better?
Man, you're not hearing yourself.
He hit more home runs.
That doesn't mean he hit better. That doesn't mean he hit better. Because are you saying he hit better? Cal Raleigh hit better than Aaron Judge this year?
Are you saying Shohei Ohtani hit so much better that the man didn't even have to play defense? Because he didn't pitch.
I mean, if you put the numbers next to him, it's almost as bad as putting it next to Aaron Judge. Almost, because Aaron Judge had the better batting average than Shohei, but Shohei still hit what? Shohei hit 282, I think he said. Yeah, Shohei hit 282 this year.
282, 55 home runs,
172 hits,
102 RBIs. What did Cal Raleigh hit?
Like 237.
Cal Raleigh hit 247, 125 RBIs, so 24 or 23 more RBIs, and 4 more home runs.
And you got to remember, Shohei is batting leadoff. He has less RBI chance. He's batting leadoff.
True, but he also doesn't have to go out in the field and tire himself out all game. And he provides nothing on defense. I think it's a more interesting conversation, to Dave's point, of Cal Raleigh being able to win the MVP if he was in the National League than in the American League. Judge just kind of ran away with it.
Kyle Schwarber got 0 first place votes. You think Cal Raleigh would have gotten a vote?
Okay, if there was only one MVP of the league, would you give it to Aaron Judge or Shohei?
Aaron Judge.
Okay, great. So there's levels to this. We understand that Shohei's a level lower than Aaron Judge. My contention is that that's also a little lower than Cal Raleigh this season. As a catcher, I value the catching position, being able to call the game from behind the plate, understanding the strategy and the way to attack the pitch or the hitters. That takes a lot of prep work for catchers. That's why a lot of teams will give a pass to a catcher on their hitting. They give a pass to the catcher, who's usually the worst hitting position player on a team. It's usually the catcher, that or the shortstop. Why? Because they have the toughest defensive position on the
Bro,
entire
have
club.
you seen the catchers historically that the Yankees have had? Joe Girardi, bro. We've had Joe
Joe
Girardi,
Girardi.
um, um, Jorge
Jorge
Posada.
Posada.
Our catchers mashed, bro. We got Ben Rice now. He's young. We had Gary
Gary
Sanchez.
Sanchez.
All of our catchers mashed, bro. We didn't have any useless catchers, and when it
Bro,
came,
you had Mike Piazza.
come on, man, are you kidding
But
me?
why would I be kidding you when I'm saying that position is valuable and you're trying to tell me a DH is more valuable than a catcher? That's what you're trying to say. I'm trying to
Now,
say a
time out,
catcher is
time out, time
valuable.
out. Not just any DH.
Thank
We're
you.
talking about Shohei.
We're talking about Shohei
Okay,
We're
Ohtani.
but I
not just talking about
understand
just any
Shohei.
DH, bro. He's not
Okay,
just
we're
a
not,
DH.
Hold up.
but there's levels to this. Again,
There are.
he's one level lower than Aaron Judge. Yes or no?
There's what?
This season he's lower than Aaron Judge as a hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My contention is that he's not that much higher as a hitter than Cal Raleigh. Is that false?
Yes.
That's false. He's a much better hitter just because he hit 40 points in the batting average higher, but he had less home runs and less RBIs, and the OPS was very similar. You're saying that they're leagues apart, like they're leagues apart
Hold on
with
a
Yes.
with with, with Judge.
hold on a second. We are talking about
Otani is a unicorn, but he didn't pitch.
no. Listen, man. We're talking about value, right?
I'm
Cal,
talking about value. Cal
hold
Raleigh
on,
has more
hold
value.
on a minute, man. Cal Raleigh chasing history, best catcher in the game according to Peasy, right? Chasing history. First of all, he couldn't even complete beat the 62 home run, so he fizzled out on that. So that's how great he is, right? Let me ask you this: when he was chasing history, how many times did they cut in from another game, all right, or any other program that was on Fox, and they say, "Hey, Cal Rowley's coming up to bat with a chance to get closer to Aaron Judge." Bro, they were breaking into other programs in regular season games for Otani. Okay, Otani's coming up to bat soon. They had other sports. They were. I was watching a NASCAR race, bro. They popped up a little gif on the bottom and it said Shohei Otani is due up to bat in three batters on another channel, man. Did they do that for Cal Raleigh? That's value, man. You mean to tell me Cal Raleigh has that type of value? He doesn't. I don't care how many times he squatted behind the plate, man. I'm telling you right now. Everybody like, oh, he caught a lot of balls and blah, blah, blah. Man, every catcher catches a lot of balls. Every catcher throws back to the plate. Every catcher has to jump on a plane and travel and go somewhere. Last time I checked, every catcher gets in the squatting position. Cal Raleigh is not a unicorn, bro. There ain't nothing unicorn about that dude.
I would like to make a statement here.
The
Our
wackiest
Japanese fan
I've ever
base
seen
just
in my
jumped up a
life.
lot, fellas. You're welcome to all the Opps SportsCast family out there. I did finally get Dave in the Cut Jones to finally give some good report to Shohei Otani. Look, we're building
Look,
up, guys.
listen,
We're
to
building
Dave's
up.
credit,
Look at that Japanese fan base. We're gonna have to start taking ads. Give us a call. We're gonna have to. I speak a little Japanese. I'll speak a little. All right, and
Konnichiwa.
that's right.
I told you guys, I'm done hating on Otani, bro. I
He don't
can't.
he don't hate he don't hate Otani. He just don't like all the fans
I just can't stand.
Bro,
and the
bro,
media coverage.
Can't
they
stand.
only need to go back like 15 minutes to be able to see you hating on Otani. Like, oh, whatever. It's not. It's a first ever. You could say that about first ever to wear Nikes.
I'm
But I
keeping it
got
real
Dave in the
though,
Cut
man.
Jones. I got Dave in the Cut Jones to say just how valuable Shohei Otani is.
Man,
Japanese fan
I'm telling
base.
you, bro. It's
Japanese fan base, we here for you. We're taking sponsors, baby. Hit us up. We're here.
Oh, goodness. I appreciate
Let's
you letting me, just go in on that segment, man. I know it was a lot, but I appreciate it.
let's have a little bit more fun. Let's jump into all time MLB third baseman.
Yeah.
If you weren't here last week, yeah, we do need a little jingle for this, don't we?
We do, man.
Last
We'll whip something up.
we got to whip something up. We got to make this like an official thing. If you guys weren't here with us last week, we did first baseman. Make sure you go out and check out the last podcast to see how the fellas did. I think they did fantastic. Let's see how they do this week. All time MLB third baseman edition. Now, if you weren't with us last week, we do 10 MLB all time greats, and we do a keep three. The rest get cut. You're not going to know the order, and you're not going to know the players that were picked. But Dave and Dave and Zeke have to agree on the three to keep,
Wait,
and
we
everyone
gotta
else they're
agree?
cutting.
Hmm?
Yeah, you got to agree. It's got to be unanimous. You
Come on,
guys got to argue it out a little bit.
we
All
get
right. You guys did good last time.
Dave,
You gave
This
us
time,
softballs last time. You made it
I'm gonna
easy.
get you this time. Zeke. It's gonna be all Mets.
you gotta be
Let me
quicker than
stop.
that.
All right, Josh, throw up the first one.
Ready? Let's
Drum
get
roll,
it.
please.
Oh
Coming in
man.
hot. Coming in hot. Let's go.
Ooh.
All time keeper cut. Manny Machado.
Oh.
Dave, this your
And
guy,
just so you
dog.
know, 7-time All Star, 2-time Gold Glove, 3-time Silver Slugger. Not to mention, did I mention Manny Machado? 61 career wins over replacement. You guys keeping Manny, or you cutting him?
Dave, that's your guy,
Give him
man.
that shot.
I'm gonna keep it real, man.
Shot.
This one is tough. I'm gonna tell you why it's tough. So if you look at this for the viewers here who don't understand this, the wins above replacement, the at bats, hits, home runs, and batting average. What concerns me here with Manny is career wise, he is going to the Hall of Fame, and you want to know why? This magical 2069 right here. He is going to hit. He's going to get 3,000 hits before his career is over. What bothers me about keeping him, Zeke, is as dope as he is the only the 2 Gold Gloves, man. That concerns me, man.
I'm trying to like who he was in the American League for a lot of that.
For
Who beat him
Baltimore.
out?
Yep.
I can't remember who beat him out at third
All
base.
right. I need that,
Oh wait,
that
hold on. If he was in
Jeopardy
the National League
music,
too, you had
Josh.
Arenado.
But I know that there's some good ones to come. So Manny's
No,
got.
but see, here's the thing. I don't trust him.
You don't trust
I
Chris?
don't trust him. Like
Could
we'll
be all
pass on.
Mets.
He is
This one,
hard to
this
trust.
one,
bro.
this one isn't
Keeper
as
cut.
easy as last week. Last week he gave us Vlad first. Vladdy was just coming off a spectacular run. He had a great season. He had a dope postseason. That's easy to keep. Manny,
Da, na, na, na,
all
I
time,
think
na.
he got to go, man.
nah.
He got to go.
Chop. He's cut.
He's my
Yeah.
guy, but he got to go.
All right. They cut Manny Machado. Manny Machado is cut. All right. Throw up the
Dang.
next one. They cut Manny, bro. Was it a good choice, though? Throw up the next one.
Why is not playing? All right. Here we go.
Alex A-Rod, the great Rodriguez. He could have been a shortstop, but I put him at third because a good chunk of his career was at third. And so I see him now more as a third baseman than I do as a shortstop.
He's got a needle hanging out of his thigh, man. I don't know.
3
What do you think,
MVPs, though.
Dave? I mean, look,
14-time All-Star.
Yeah, the All Star is a popularity, thing. The 3-time MVP is bussing, right?
And you just talked about Barry Bonds having his own, hey, steroids happened. What are
Yeah,
you
I
going to
know,
do
man.
with Alex Rodriguez?
I'm going to tell you this right here. See this 2009 World Series? We do not have that World Series without this man right here, bro.
Right. Right.
He carried us, man.
Keeper
You
This
know what?
cut.
2000
Chris
MVP.
Chris made a good point. Chris made a good point. If this was Barry, I'd take him easily. Um,
My wife is going to hate it if I take him, man. She can't stand
Keeper
it.
cut.
I'll buy her some flowers for you, Doc. We got
We keeping him.
we got to keep A Rod.
All right. They keeping
Stay con-
Alex Rodriguez. All
Yeah.
right, go ahead, Josh. Throw up the next one.
I'm keeping Larry.
Larry
I'm
Jones.
keeping Larry.
Keep him.
No, I don't care. If we disagree
Yeah,
on this
cut
one,
him.
we just gonna have to
Cut
disagree.
him. Cut him. Hall of Famer, MVP award, 8-time All Star, 2-time Silver Slugger, and even a batting title to his resume.
Bro,
Larry
Hall of
Wayne
Famer.
Jones Jr. is not getting cut.
look at
He's
this
getting cut,
war.
Zeke.
Did you see first of all, did you see A-Rod's war?
A Rod's war, yeah, I saw that.
Did you see this war right here?
Cut
Yes.
him.
No, ain't no cut. That's
What look,
two in a
dude,
row.
arguably the greatest switch hitter in history.
Keeping them, bro.
Cut him. Cut him.
Keep
We're
it.
keeping Chipper.
You guys got one out
Yeah,
of
and we're
8
cool with
left
that.
now.
So,
Okay. Throw up the next one, Josh. I love it. Thank you, Josh, for the music.
I got you. Wait till it drops, though.
Wade
Nah, pass.
Boggs.
Cut.
he out
Bye.
of here.
12-time All-Star,
Bye.
8-time Silver Star,
You keep
5-time
talking.
batting
Bye.
champion.
You still talking? Bye.
He's out
Cut.
of there, man.
Next one.
Yo, you guys aren't talking about this trap remix of Jeopardy thing? Like, what?
Man, we trying to get through this game. I'm tired.
Oh, we might get demonetized for that.
Scott Rowland.
No.
Scott Rowland.
All time, no.
No, not all.
I had to
time.
give you one easy one. I would have cut him too.
You've given us a couple
Next
easy
one.
ones. Wade Boggs was the easy one.
Wade Boggs, easy 5-time batting title.
This one right here, I thought about it.
Robinson,
Defensively,
you guys are-
probably the greatest defensive third baseman.
18-time All-Star, and now that's not even the most impressive. 16-time Gold Glove. 16, and he's got an MVP and a World Series MVP to his credit.
Time gold.
16-time Gold Glove.
That's
18-time
Madden type
All-Star.
stuff, man.
That's
MVP, World Series MVP.
I
But
know
if you
he-
keep him,
coming
you
up.
cut everyone else.
Steak is he?
The bat is lacking for me, man.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
talking all
when
time.
I'm thinking overall, like the glove, yeah, the glove is dope, but this isn't second base we're talking about. We're talking third base. Third base is nice to have a glove, but third base is known for power, like productivity on the
Chipper.
offensive side.
Chipper Jones is the best switch hitter ever, bro.
What do you
Better
say?
than
I
Butcher.
kept Chipper. Were you trying to make a point
Better than Brooks Robinson?
at the plate? Yes.
Okay, so cut him then. Cut him. Cut Brooks Robinson.
Okay, cut him.
Cut him. Next. Nolan
Bruh,
Arenado.
I knew he was coming. I knew he was gonna be next. Here's the
10-time
thing.
Gold Glove. 8-time All-Star.
What number are we at?
We are at
You got-
number 7.
This is 7, so you got 3 left
This is
after
number
this.
7. I think Nolan Arenado was one of those players that benefited greatly from playing in Coors Field.
Mm.
3. I'm
Keeper cut.
MJS, baby. I know he's coming too. Let's just keep
Keeper
going.
cut.
He's out of there.
Cut.
Cut. You guys got only one pick left.
One pick. Michael Jack
Michael Jack Schmidt.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Look at that war, baby.
3-time MVP, 12-time All-Star, 10-time Gold Glove,
How many
6-time
times?
Silver Slugger.
I'm more
10-time Gold Glove.
I'm more impressed
Keeper
by
cut.
that mustache.
Yo.
Dave,
Got the full.
hear me out.
Oh no.
No. Hear me out. We had A-Rod on this list, right?
Yeah.
Who else plays shortstop and then transition to third base?
Machado?
He played in Rochester, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So did his dad managed here too, right?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
All
would
right.
he be that devious?
He
He would.
he would, man.
How
See,
many
I
picks
don't
we got
trust
left?
Easy, man.
Two
You
after
got
this.
one left. You pick Mike Schmidt. You
No, no,
cut the
no. I mean,
last three.
how many
We got
choices after Mike
two,
Schmidt?
we
Two
got two
left.
more guys
Only
to
two
pick
left.
from.
Two left. You guys can't really cut Mike Schmidt, can you?
Gosh,
Dave,
man.
look, Dave. I kind of took the reins on Chipper, so I'll let you have this one.
Oh man. I don't know, bro. That man.
This is when we need that music, Josh.
That war is sick. He only had 2,200 hits though.
No, man, but like defensive third baseman though,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. How many Gold Gloves did he win?
10.
How many gold gloves? 10 gold gloves.
Bro, we keeping Mike, man.
We got, we got, we got to keep Mike.
They keep Mike Schmidt. I think that was the right choice. I think some of the other choices I might have disagreed with. Mike Schmidt is probably the best third baseman of all time. But let's
Schmitty.
see who you cut. Adrian
Okay.
Beltre. He's
Now
cut.
he was nice with the glove too.
Yeah, he was.
Hall of
He
Famer,
was
four-time All-Star, five-time
he
Gold
was he was
Glove,
fun to watch.
93.7 WAR, amazing home run hitter, hit for average, phenomenal third baseman. But the fellas cut him. Do you
Yeah,
guys agree or disagree out there? And last but not least, they cut
there he is. We know. Oh,
George Brett.
George
yeah.
Brett, I can live
George
with that.
Brett, MVP, 13-time All Star, 3-time Silver Slugger, 3-time batting champion, too, which I
Yeah,
thought was impressive. Career 305 hitter. No one really hits 305 anymore, and the man still hit for power. Amazing, amazing player. George Brett, probably one of the all time greats. I would have probably picked this a little bit differently because I think I probably would have put Brooks Robinson in there as well. But the fellas ended up picking Alex Rodriguez, Chipper Jones, and Mike Schmidt. How did they do?
I'm
yeah.
cool with it. I mean,
I'm
you
cool
look
with
at the
it.
numbers. Like you compare Brett to Chipper, they bat almost the same, but Chipper had way more power. Like Chipper, I think I'm not gonna say pitchers didn't fear Brett, but I think they feared Chipper more.
Yeah, Brett was built different, man. He played it. He played in a time, man, where like fielding was everything. But I'm glad. I'm good with Schmidt over him.
Yeah.
I'm good. If I don't have any regrets. That I
You know
mean,
what? I'll say this: Philadelphia didn't deserve Mike Schmidt.
they didn't, man.
They
They did.
really
Bro,
didn't.
Mike Schmidt might be the best third baseman of all time. I don't think there's any question on that. If you guys didn't pick Mike Schmidt, that would have been heretical. You would have
The
lost
only, the only,
immediately.
the only, the only hesitation was he was our last pick, and I thought you were gonna put Cal in there.
I did too. I thought Cal Ripken was going to be in there.
If Cal was in there, you would have took out Mike Schmidt out of those three.
Probably A Rod.
A Rod, without question.
You ain't taking Chipper Jones off for nothing.
Heck no.
Absolutely not.
I'm surprised you didn't take Brooke
Bro,
Robinson. I
you know
would.
how many bad dreams Chipper Jones, how many nightmares that dude caused,
Bruh,
man.
he named
Still
his
pain,
child
bro.
Shay.
Yeah, it's quite a tragic.
For
All
those
right,
of y'all who don't know, Shea Stadium is where the Mets played. Pretty much Chipper's home away from home.
He owned
Like
y'all. He named his
he
daughter
he
Jay, huh?
he owns y'all so bad. Like Mike Piazza refused to call him Chipper. He had to call him Larry because he was a grown man.
we ain't talking about this. You lucky I left off the greatest third baseman of all time,
And
Here
don't
we
say
go.
David Wright.
David Wright.
David
David
wrong.
Wright. David
Next
Wright is the
next
correct
David
topic.
answer.
wrong.
Make sure you guys tune in next week, and we'll do another one of these matchups and see who comes out on top. All right, fellas, that was fun. I think the guys did. I think you guys did a good job. Hopefully, I make this one a little bit more challenging for you.
That was good, Ace.
Um,
You did a good
That
job.
was a good one. You did. You did good.
all right, so
That was
next
hard.
up,
Did I just give him a
did you
compliment?
guys?
He did. See.
Eyes are
Proud of
burning.
you.
Did
Proud
you
of
guys see this clip? Do we have this clip? of the South Carolina football player
Bro, we don't have
coming.
no clips.
We
No
don't need to
clips.
see
We
that.
don't have those clips. Okay,
We do.
so we'll just talk about it then. So the a South Carolina football player was coming out of the tunnel, and he bumped into a state trooper, and the trooper proceeded to chew him out in a threatening kind of menacing way, and the state trooper was uh, unceremoniously removed or relieved from his post.
To
Fellas,
never serve at the stadium again.
should more have been done? Is this indicative or of anything deeper, or is this just a throwaway incident to you guys?
This was in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yes.
That screams of a
Actually,
whole
was it
lot
in
of stay in
Texas?
your lane, boy.
I think it was in Texas because he was a
That ain't no much different. Deep South.
yeah. I think
I
he was
mean,
a
I
Texas
try
state.
not I try not to take it there, but it's hard not to go there with this one.
And speaking as someone who's living in the South, man, y'all Yankees, man, y'all just don't know. We in the South, we love everybody, bro.
My man act like he didn't spend his whole life up here with us. You a transplant, bro. They don't accept you either.
His name Colonel Peasy now or something.
Take Colonel PC.
Colonel Peasy.
Ah!
Chris P. Coltrane.
Oh man,
Oh
say
my
y'all
goodness.
Yankees. This
Yo,
dude,
All
good night,
right.
Roberto. Thanks for all
Yeah,
the.
thanks for joining
Good
us.
night, Jigs.
All right.
thank you, bro. Also, too,
Um,
uh,
let's jump into the weekly roundup here.
yeah,
Yep.
no doubt. Hey man, shout out to Brady too, for jumping in
Yep.
and
Brady,
yeah.
Birdo,
My man.
Mama
Brady be low
Johnson.
key texting me on the low. He's like, "Yo, y'all should do this. Y'all should try this." Brady is definitely a huge supporter of the show. So much
We
love, Brady.
salute you, sir.
That's cool, man. It's awesome. Yo, when we get some merch, man,
Uh,
we gonna have to throw something to Birdo and to Brady, man.
Yeah, no
for
doubt.
sure. Day ones.
Yes, sir.
All right. So SGA, the next Kobe. You know, we don't even have that clip. I don't even want to talk about it without the clip because it ain't gonna make no sense. We'll flip that and we'll throw that back up next week then.
All right.
Um,
We talked about the Trooper, South Carolina
talk
football
about the
player.
trooper,
Uh,
Rasheed Rice.
Rashee Rice releases an inspirational comeback video.
Bro, let me talk about that real quick, man. All right, so let me try to stay calm on this, man. I am so tired of the tribute videos when guys come back to a team that they had a cup of coffee with, and all of a sudden they're getting tribute videos and hey, did you see the tribute video last night? It's like, no, I didn't, because why are they getting a tribute? Tribute videos are so commonplace now that they don't even matter anymore, man.
Mm.
They're just dumb. You got a guy who got a tribute video for returning. I can't remember the guy's name and what team he played for. This guy was there for 10 years. They did a tribute video for him when he returned to his old arena, and the fans were booing him. This dude played there for 10 years, and they booed him. They booed the tribute video. Then you got Rashid Rice, who was suspended for 6 games for less than ceremonious behavior. Okay, this guy puts out a video showing him come on the comeback trail. I'm him working out and doing all of this stuff, like, to kind of announce that he's back. Back from what, bro? Back from almost killing people? Like, how do you put out a tribute, not a tribute, but a self-indulging video, the "I'm back" video, when you're back from like leaving people in dusted up cars on an expressway for
Oh
an
yeah, yeah,
accident that you caused?
yeah.
Where
That's true.
where Who in his camp said, "Yeah, this is a good idea to put this out. Let's run with that." What do you guys think? Or am I the get off my lawn, old man this time?
Now, I think you got a point on this one,
Mm-hmm.
Phil. Go ahead, Chris. Disagree with him.
Y'all not touching it.
I'm not. Yeah, I ain't got really nothing to say. This was all
Oh
you, bro.
snap!
This I really got I got no comment on
Oh wow,
that.
Chris is speechless.
I'm
I'm
shocked, man.
speechless.
I'm shocked.
Wow.
All right,
Clip that.
last topic then, man. I just found it
I,
very weird, man. I saw
It
that.
is.
I saw it on IG, and I'm like, "What is this dude doing, man?
Yeah. No,
Like,
it's
why
for
is this
sure.
dude acting like he didn't almost take people out, man? Acting dumb, and then left the scene of the accident, man. Like, what are you doing?"
And it's not like
nah, I feel you. I feel you.
he hasn't made much of a big change because Kansas City is still having issues on the offense.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, man. I think
All
it's just
right. Well, we got any happening today? Yeah, Z.
Yeah. 1979. The Houston Astros broke the bank open and paid Nolan Ryan a record 4-year contract for $4.5 million.
woo.
Yeah, inflation is the nation because 4.5 is like the league minimum now.
He got the bag,
And
man.
he made that over 4 years, and they're like, "Oh my God, slow down, Houston." Um, and then last year today, Rafael Nadal, arguably the greatest, or one of the greatest men's tennis players of all time, he played his final match. He went out with an L, but he went out fighting, and he ended a 22 Grand Slam championships. Man, that's crazy. Rafa was fun to watch, man. Watching him and Federer go back and forth, and then eventually Djokovic came in, and those three were like the big three of tennis for a while. And it was a toss up. If they were in the tournament, either one of those three you could put money on, and you would have had a good chance of winning. So
Zeke,
yeah, a year ago
I'm not
today.
I'm not leaving this slide until you say who his opponent was.
Yeah, man. Read
Say that
that.
name. Read
Let's see. The Dutchman, Botik van de Zandschulp. Oh, God.
Oh,
There you go.
Valiant.
Wow,
Dope, man.
man.
That's
Hooked on
wild.
phonics. Rosetta Stone. Sound it out. I tell Deuce all the time. Look at it and sound it out.
That's like
Zandschulp.
sounding out restaurant. Sound out restaurant real quick,
You
easy.
mess around and say it too fast, you're gonna set off some kind of evil spell.
Yeah, right. You got to be careful. Phew.
Take your
hey,
time with that one.
if you pronounce it well enough, we might start getting some Dutch sponsors as well. So,
Heck yeah.
all
Hey,
right,
real quick,
fellas.
you guys see the kid that got we missed that part in the roundup. You see the kid that got ejected from the game by his own coach for taunting the other bench.
Oh yeah, it was so inappropriate. They were losing. They were getting spanked.
This dude was on the other sideline doing the thumbs down to the team, man, and like backing up and stuff. And by the time he got to midfield, man, his coach is telling him to hit the locker room, man.
God.
The game.
Yeah.
For
They were getting spanked. It's like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, you guys are losing. What is there to taunt? Like, go back in. You just playing for yourself. So yeah, no, I agree with that. All right, fellas, I think that's all we got for this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we had some fun. And hopefully we'll see you guys again right before Thanksgiving. But if not, hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time with the people that you love. We thank you for tuning in to the Opps SportsCast. We hope you had a great time. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.